let's talk about the tiers for this particular book right now.
Okay, sure. Yeah, at the very bottom of the tiers, we've got a $1 entry in which you can get 7 digital comics from other folks that I've known and met through the Kickstarter community. A lot of really great stuff. For $5, you can get the digital edition of the latest issue, Fangs and Brimstone #3. And then for $15, you can get the new issue, the physical issue of #3. We've added a whole bunch of what do you call them? Stretch goals, which I'll get to in a second as well. So you're gonna, even if you get the lowest tier physical or the digital, you for digital you'll even get like 5 out of the 6 stretch goals, because I'm added. We have physical prints for physical backers, and then I also add it to the PDF for as pinup for people who are, because I don't want people who go digital to miss out on some of the extra stuff. We've got some great artists doing pinups and variant covers and stuff, and I want digital people to be able to experience that as well. So $15 gets you the book. For 20, I should know this. I think it's 20, 25 actually gets you the new issue physical and plus a new enamel pin, which we've got these cool looking pins that we've got of Bix smoking here.
Ooh. Zoom in on that.
Yes. Go ahead. Pull that up.
Whoop. Oh, there we go.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We haven't done enamel pins before, and they came out really nice. So people who've gotten one so far, I've shown them to, say they're pretty awesome. So I'm pretty psyched. And then, of course, we do have catch-up tiers. So if you are new to Bix, like you said, Lewis, you can read the whole thing. You can even get the one-shot, the 72-pager, plus all 3 issues of Fangs and Brimstone. And I forget the price. I think it's $60. That's actually a pretty popular one. You can also get a digital catch-up, I think for $35. I'm probably screwing that up. I should know, again, I should really know these things.
It's okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the link to the Kickstarter is in the description. Go there, find them, and you can find out how much it is, where you can get everything. Now, we are a fan of stickers. We are a fan of pins. But let's talk about the different covers. Now, you did send the different covers over to me.
Yes.
By the end of the show, we are going to pull up some of those different covers.
Cool.
And then we're going to be talking about them and see what covers we can get. Now, you're having a hard time right now thinking of pricing. So I'm not going to quiz you by bringing up the different covers and say, okay, how much for this one, how much for that one. So I'm going to give you time to think about it, relax, and then we can bring up those covers, because some of those variant covers are just friggin' incredible.
Can I catch up a little on chat quickly?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So we got Void saying, I love masks. He's commenting about your rhinestone skull mask earlier. Well, at least one panel at RICC I won't be shooting. Cougar Man, the hair and makeup looks awesome. Thank you, Cougar Man. I appreciate that. Void. And I have looked at a few masks like that one. It's awesome. Joe McDonald, I predict Cody and Seth team up against the Vision. Seth, I almost wonder if Seth is hurt because his heel turn happens too early. Also, I'm a huge Macho Man fan. Nice. All right. Joe says, so many dingles, so little time. True story. And Void posted the Kickstarter link right there.
Thank you.
Excuse me 1 second. Joe McDonald. Excuse me 1 second, little one. Joe McDonald, please, I want one of our mods, can you please clip that comment? Joe McDonald, I'm going to steal that, and I'll give you credit.
This one?
So many dingles, so little time. Yes, I want someone to clip that.
Okay.
Marketing,
I got it.
that is, yes, please. I want that clipped because I don't want to forget that. That is something marketing for our marketing plan for Sophia and streaming with Sophia. Joe, I will give you 5 cents for everything that we do with this. We are in the middle of some serious marketing right now, and I am definitely stealing that.
That's a t-shirt right there.
Yeah, one of our very many t-shirts that we're coming.
All right, Lewis, I'm on it. I just sent it to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Because we already have, if you mess with the dingle, you get to bury, but I love that one for sure. So
that's a t-shirt, and you may have it.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
Joe.
Yeah, Yeah, we got two. We got two T-shirts in the works right now, but that one for sure. So speaking of merch, speaking of T-shirts, I would love a Bixby T-shirt. Do we have any, Patrick?
Not yet. So it's something that I didn't monkey around with because everyone who does Kickstarter says don't mess with T-shirts because it's such a pain in the butt. So I haven't done it yet, but I figured out a way that I think I can do it. So hopefully either the next one or possibly next summer's campaign will have T-shirts, or I might put them on my website. So we'll see. I don't have the design just yet, but I've wanted one and I haven't even made one for myself. So pretty soon.
All right. So let's talk about next summer's campaign. This one's already done. This one's in the books.
Yep.
It is funded, but that does not mean you can go. You got to buy the book. Is it the only way to buy the book through the Kickstarter?
Currently, it is. Yes.
All right. See, there you go. That was the answer I want. So if you want to read Brimstone and Fangs, you got to go to the Kickstarter. Go to the Kickstarter, buy the book. There you go. Plain and simple.
Boom.
Okay. No other way you won't get it. Go to the Kickstarter and get it. Unless you're Sophia and I, then maybe you can read another way. Well, other than that, go to the Kickstarter. Now, let's get a preview. Like I say, you've been with the rest, now you with the best, brother. You got to give us a preview because we like the spooky stuff here, especially since having you on Halloween. Do tell, brother man, what is the next one? What's the next story? What is going on in Harbor City? Because if you like Hellboy, if you like Supernatural, if you like the October Project, this is a book for you. If you like Dick Tracy mixed with Supernatural, this is for you. So, what is going on in Harbor City in the summer? Do tell.
So in part 4, things are going to get pretty out of hand. So right now, he's been just investigating. He and Diego, the Rockabilly Vampire, have been investigating, and they're starting to get a couple of clues. But it looks like a dead end, and obviously I'm not going to give anything away. At the end of this issue, things start to get a little serious. Next issue, things are going to go way up. So we're at the first half of the story, starting with the campaign that's going to come out probably in March, and then another one in the fall, which would be number 4 and number 5. Things are really going to ramp up. Like there's going to be some demons running around. There's going to be a whole bunch of other monsters. There's going to be some more group sacrifices. There's going to be some secret cult layers. Like there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff that we're getting into the underbelly of Harbor City.
Now, is there going to be a crossover? I'm trying to sell this now. With Zombie Town, is Bix going to end up there? Are we going to intertwine with the non-central characters?
The main backstory, I'm sorry, the main story and the backstory take place obviously in the same town, but they won't be twisted and mingled amongst each other. So the character of Maritza Ramirez, the backup story, does also appear in the main story, but they're not in continuity, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, it does totally make sense. As long as they mention each other and they know of each other, that's cool with me. Because, I mean, everyone should have their own spotlight and their own page. I mean, I'm totally behind that. But as long as they live in the same world and acknowledge each other, that's totally groovy. I definitely...
Yeah, I'm trying to slowly kind of build a fuller world, and I wanted to give readers, some more to show the depth of what Harbor City and that whole world is like.
All right, refresh my memory.
Yeah.
The style of art for Bix. Let's pull up the thumbnail for this episode. And there you go. The style for Bix and Diego is very Dick Tracy. Very 1940s, very definitely. 1950s. What made you decide on that style of art and choose the artist for your character?
So Gonzalo Martinez is a Chilean artist who does the pencils and the inks, and Arthur Hesley is the color artist. He's a Brazilian colorist who does a great job. He's also done some work for Marvel on Thunderbolts and a few other titles that escape me at the moment, but they're both phenomenal. The reason I chose Gonzalo was, we talked. I talked to a few different artists, and I really like he's got kind of a European sensibility, and I love Batman the Animated Series. When the simple lines, kind of classic, cartoony, clean line. It's not the only style I like. I mean, you could see we've got this variant cover from Gabriel Hardman, who does a lot of ink washes and watercolors, and other stuff in the background too. Like I love all kinds of different styles, but in terms of influences, Batman the Animated Series was heavy in my set of influence from the last 30 years or so, and so looking at what Gonzalo could do, not just style wise, but at his storytelling and the way he can draw characters, and he's also really good with vehicles and architecture. He used to be an architect before he became a cartoonist, so. That was kind of why I ended up there. The reason for the period look is because, Bix comes from that period. So, and then he just kind of stopped developing a style. Like he didn't keep up with the style. Although I do have plans to tell stories that took place during the 50s, during the 60s, during the 70s.
Oh, okay.
So that you can see the world changing around him, but he's still the same guy in his hat and his tie and his, and his old wingtips. So and then what's his name? Diego. He became a vampire in the early 50s. So he loves rock and roll. So he's rockabilly style. So he's also got that kind of classic mid 20th century look, and he just hasn't developed either. Although he does have like a million different bands. So he's one of those guys. I think we all know that guy either in high school or in college who was in like 4 bands at once, and like one of them was a metal band, and one of them was a ska band, and one of them was country, and one of them was like folk. He's that guy in Harbor City, and so while he normally wears jeans and a leather jacket, we may see him with a mohawk. We may see him with some kind of glam outfit from the 70s if he's doing some Bowie type stuff. So we'll see in the future.
Okay, cool.
Have you been spying on me? In my con outfits, I don't know.
I have seen some of them for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I am sure. Sophia, do you have any questions?
Was there any holidays that are touched upon in any of the stories? Like Halloween or...
It all kind of feels like Halloween because there's just monsters all over the place. And I do make a conscious decision to put it out around now because people are kind of in that frame of mind, So it's good for marketing. But you know what? The book does well when I put one out in the spring too. So, but I like to have it because I like it for spooky season, right?
Right. Yeah, it's
people
fitting.
Masks, people with horns like you, and it's kind of fun and feels the vibe of Halloween for sure.
Yeah. Okay,
can
cool.
you bring back that comment from Joe McDonald, please, Sophia?
Maybe he can wear one of Lewis's cowboy hats.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Hey, it is 1:30 the hour. So, what that means, Sophia.
Dingleberry time! Dingleberry!
Quiz with Quinn's out. Where does she go?
Uh-oh.
Am I not here?
Yeah, there you go. Quiz
Oh.
with Quinzel, brought to you by Alternate Reality Entertainment this week. Oh my God, that brings you Rhode Island Comic on November 5th, 6th, and 7th, 2025. And will the Angry Geeks be there? Will they be hitting the stage? Just you wait and see, because something special is going to be happening on one night. And this young lady is going to be the center of attention on 2 nights. But one night, for sure, is going to be special fun. So,
Okay.
further ado.
All right. I'm going to ask a question. You're going to answer correctly. Today's question is, who was the first supervillain Spider-Man encountered?
The first super... Didn't you ask that last week?
No, not Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man. I thought you said Superman. First...
Has to be a supervillain or just like a crook?
A supervillain.
I'm going to say Doc Ock. Doc Ock. No,
Okay.
no. Can I take my answer back?
Yeah.
The Kingpin.
I don't think that's right.
No?
Am I supposed to answer too?
Yes, of course
Okay.
you are. You're the guest. You're supposed to answer first. You're supposed to answer first, actually.
All right, I'm going
What
to
the hell?
say, and I know it's wrong. It's not the Kingpin. It's not Dr. Octopus. I'm going to say it's got to be, well, it doesn't have to be. I'm going to say the Lizard, but I think it's wrong.
Okay. All right. So, chat,